Oh yeah, I'll turn.
Oh, hello, we are live
Hey,
now.
what's up?
Forgot to put lights on. I'm gonna see if I can put some lights
All
on. If these are
right.
plugged in. Is that plugged in? Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Gosh.
Yeah, you wanna
Yeah, I'll
fix
fix
these?
it. Yeah. You
Okay.
want to tell everybody what we're doing?
Yes. It's good. All right. Hello, everyone. There we go. Don't mind our mess in the back. We'll just got to work. Don't mind my hair. Um, so let me block this so I don't see any mess. So we are just live and we're going to be on a game show very shortly called Lingo on CBS. So we're very excited about it. And I'll make this bigger. There we go. You can see a little more. Oh goodness. So we're so hyped about being on Lingo, and we just wanted to pop on and talk to you all about it, and to see if anybody plans on watching, and if so, tag us when you're watching, and feel free to tweet about it and stuff like that as well. So when you're hopping on, say hello first, so we can just say hi to you, and we'll get started once we pop the lights on. We forgot we're so excited about Lingo that we completely forgot about like lights and all that extras. Oh, Sharice, thank you. Oh, I'm glad you'll be watching. It's at okay, so it's so weird. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, but also 9 p.m. Pacific, but then 8 p.m. Central. So it's like they say they show like 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. I wish it was what time would that be? 6 p.m. Pacific, but it's not. So we have to wait until late at night on the whole of the world to watch it and everything. But we're excited. Oh, hold on, should I go? I'm gonna go lower my seat. There we go.
Oh yeah, raise your seat back up. We got such a mess in the background.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, well, this is the studio, aka the living room, aka sometimes the workspace. So, please forgive us for the mess.
Yes,
But
yes. I know we got blankets and shirts and everything out there. Oh, do we have a Black History Month question?
yeah, actually, we always got a Black History question. Let's see here.
Did we do this one?
I think we've done this one. All right, let me grab another one here.
Oh, there's some right here. Oh, I think these are the ones that we did before.
Yeah, all right.
All right, oh, blocking the messy as well. Ian's getting the rest of the questions, but yeah, happy Wednesday, y'all. Middle of the week, which is crazy.
You want to recap kind of our last episode and what we got going on?
Definitely. So, while we're getting our Black History question going, we have a question. They've always wanted to go on a game show. How was the experience? Wow. Okay, so we're gonna probably go even deeper into this and like watch it and kind of tell you like what's happening behind the scenes in a way. But it was a wild experience. It was really fun. So we signed up for it in May of last year, and we got a call back, and we didn't know until August of last year that we were actually on the game show and we were going to go. And so we filmed it in Manchester, UK. It was crazy. We had a whole bunch of interviews we had to go to. We had to play the game a few times. But being on a game show, it was really fun.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience.
Yeah.
I say the travel was crazy for us.
Yeah.
As you know,
it was pretty wild of a travel experience. So, we had to fly to Manchester, UK, and we're in Seattle. So we left, I think, on a Sunday night at like 6 p.m. Our flight left. And then we didn't get to Manchester or to Germany until 8 a.m. the next day. And then our flight was supposed to leave to go to Manchester at 10 p.m. We ended up getting an earlier flight to leave Germany at 4 p.m. We got to Manchester around 6 their time. So that's about 12 plus hours, no sleep. And then after that, we got something to eat, fell asleep around like 11 p.m. And then we had to go start filming. And then we woke up at 6 a.m.
Grab some breakfast. Had to be at the studio for like a kind of a walkthrough of what the experience would be like. That was about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we had to be back at the studio at about 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then
we were there from like 11 to like 1.
Yeah, 11 to 1.
Yeah.
Got like an hour break. Had to be back at 2 o'clock. And then we was there until we finished filming till about 11:30.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And Lingo is sort of a hard game. It's not like, it's not like it's a game you got to study for.
Yeah.
And you got to be mentally like ready for.
Yeah.
But we were running on pure adrenaline.
Like all adrenaline. Maybe a few. Did we have a Red Bull?
We had Red Bulls. Yeah, we had to.
it was wild.
The crazy thing though was after we filmed, we got done, like I said, about 11:30. Yeah. And the producers say, we got your taxis for you. It's coming at 3 a.m. We had a 6 a.m. flight.
6 a.m. flight,
6 a.m. flight from the UK back to Seattle.
Just saw the announcement in Cairo. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't like concentrate sometimes.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, so I didn't know Cairo was gonna post about it, but that's nice.
That's pretty cool. Hey, while you look that, Mars, I'm gonna do a Black History question. So
okay.
Here goes the question. Who was officially the first African-American candidate for president? Was it A, Frederick Douglass, B, Malcolm X, C, Jesse L. Jackson Sr., or D, Martin Luther King Jr.? If you all know the answer, type it in the chat. Again, the question is, who was officially the first African-American candidate for president? A, Frederick Douglass, B, Malcolm X, C, Jesse L. Jackson Sr., or D, Martin Luther King Jr. So, just type your answer in the chat, and we'll give you the correct answer at the end of this.
And I'll look. I didn't see it on Cairo yet, but sorry, I'm all over the place today. Like my mind is going crazy. But yeah, no, like Aunt was saying, we had to leave at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Yeah.
So we didn't sleep.
We did not sleep. We just went back to the hotel bar, I think, and had a couple of drinks until they closed down. And sent us packing.
Yeah, when we got back to Seattle, we
slept for 3 days. 3 days straight.
We had some jerk shack. I think we ordered it, ate like a boatload of jerk shack, and passed out. And we were like, what just happened? I still can't remember half the stuff that happened.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to my mom today. I'm like, I literally can't remember certain things. Just because it was like a whirlwind of an experience.
Yeah. I think one sort of like regret we have is that we didn't get to talk about our show, Traveling While Black.
Yeah.
That was a big thing for us. And they wanted us to steer more towards our day jobs. If you don't know, we do have day jobs. Not as fun as Traveling While Black, but so we had to talk about that and then talk about some other things that was interesting. And whatever fact they use for me is not going to be that interesting.
It is going to be interesting, babe.
This is the most interesting thing that I do right here. And this is so that's sort of like if we had one regret. That's what we wish we would have got to talk about this more. But
agreed.
That's why we wanted to do this, though. That's why we wanted to go live.
We've been telling so many people that we're going to be on it through Travel While Black, because we're like, dang. We didn't get to say it. And the job I talked about, I'm not even working there anymore. So they're getting free press. No, I'm just joking. So yeah. Do you want to repeat the question? Or do we want to say?
We got an answer
down there. We do have an answer.
Let's give it about 5 more minutes.
Yes.
How about that?
So let's repeat the question.
4:45. Okay. So we're gonna give the answer at 4:45 here. But the question is, who was officially the first African American candidate for president? A, Frederick Douglass, B, Malcolm X, C, Jesse L. Jackson Sr., or D, Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yes.
We have one answer down there,
and baby, do you want to turn on Cairo right here so that we can see
if absolutely.
We can like get hyped?
Yeah, let's do that. Yep, it's behind me. I can see it right there.
Okay, I'll block. Y'all, we need to. You know how it's like crazy when you want to clean and get everything like organized, but then you have to work and do other stuff, and you're like, cleaning goes in the background.
Yeah.
That's our life right now. We'll turn Cairo on. Is it Cairo or Cairo?
I think it's I'm not sure. Forgive us for our pronunciation.
But yeah, so long story short, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Watch us on Lingo. Really excited. But I guess we can also take a chance to talk about Columbia City, our episode this last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too.
You want to go first, or
no,
okay? Yeah. So if you watched last week, we started what we call our Perspective Mover series, where we go to neighborhoods, from the perspective of someone looking to move to Seattle or anywhere in Western Washington. And we'd like to start with the first episode of the series for the year, somewhere like a neighborhood in Seattle. And last episode was Columbia City. So if you all have never been to Columbia City, we definitely recommend checking out Columbia City.
Yes.
It was a pretty cool experience.
It was a really cool experience. We went to two places that we really focused on. It was Coffeeholic, a coffee shop, and it's a Vietnamese-owned coffee shop. And I think it's the first one in Seattle.
I believe it's the first Vietnamese coffee shop.
Yeah, and I think they have two locations. One's in Columbia City, and I can't remember where the other one is. But the coffee was really good, really, really, really good. Yeah. We were like tasting. We were like, oh my gosh, this is like amazing. Yeah. We start going like more often. So that was really nice. And then Island Soul, we went there as well. The Caribbean-inspired restaurant, which was super good. The owner is so nice.
Yeah, really cool guy.
I think they're opening up another Island Soul in Kirkland. Kirkland, very shortly in honor of his mother. So that's gonna be really nice. I'm sure we're gonna be there.
Yeah, we'll do some like TikToks and Instagrams on, so we'll definitely keep you all updated on that. I will say the food too is how they describe it as Caribbean soul food. It's a mix between Caribbean and soul food. So check it out.
Definitely check it out. And then I also saw a few comments, Ian, and I was gonna talk to you about this. There's supposedly, I'm gonna look it up, a Black-owned teriyaki restaurant in Columbia City. And let me find the name. And I'm like, I love teriyaki. Oh, yeah. I did not know that there was a Black-owned teriyaki spot in there. So
while Mars is looking that up, I'm going to give the answer to the question. It looks like Rika has it. Rika, you are a Black history expert. It was Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was officially the first African-American candidate for president of the United States. So good job, Rika. And
congratulations.
Man, I wish we could send something.
We're going to have to get it together.
Yeah.
February 1, we're going to put a goal that whenever we go live and we ask these questions, we will send you some type of gift. We just got to get it together.
Yeah, we're catching up.
Where is it? I'm trying to find that Black one.
But yeah, Columbia City is pretty dope, and it's pretty diverse. Let's say for Seattle.
Yeah.
So if you all are ever in Seattle, definitely check out Columbia City. But for our next episode, we are venturing outside of Seattle. We're going to a bigger city in Washington, Renton. So a lot of you all have been asking for us to go to Renton. So we took a trip to Renton, and Renton's pretty big. So we was kind of, like, how are we going to cover this a little bit? But I think you all will really be pretty happy. It's pretty informative.
I think so, definitely. And I also like the part about Renton, and then we'll go into this on the episode as well, as where they're experiencing it. But then also, like, hey, if you have family come visiting to Seattle, it's like, where can they stay? Because sometimes, like, in the city of Seattle, it's super pricey, or you're not really sure what's around. But we're going to show a great hotel and a great place to stay as well. That it's good for family, friends, a staycation.
Even if you're not staying, that's what was interesting about this place is even if you're not staying, it is still a location where you could find entertainment. I mean, you can even drop in and get a day pass to use their pool. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Nice spa, all that. Yeah. It's pretty. So, I think we went back actually.
We did to follow who we.
We were like, we're gonna go back. I found the place in
City.
So it was on TikTok. It's called City Teriyaki. It's Black owned teriyaki shop, and they say it's really good. So has anybody been there? Because I'm gonna try it out as soon as possible.
I guess we're going to be going to that place.
Yeah. It's pretty good. But that was oops. All right, I'm sorry. But yeah, Renton, that will be out on Sunday. We have another episode after Renton. We're going. Is it East Side? Is this East Side?
You know what? Not sure. But we shouldn't tell them yet.
Yeah, we're not gonna say
This was a last minute ad. We were only gonna do 2 episodes for our Prospective Mover series this year. We did 3 last year, and two were in Seattle or Seattle neighborhoods, and one was outside of Seattle.
Yeah.
But this year we're actually doing 2 outside of Seattle.
Yeah.
So this next place we've never been yet. So this is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited but a little nervous. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see what's up. Is there any questions anybody have about the game show, about our show and our travels? Feel free to type it in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to answer it for sure.
Yes. It's been a wild ride. I still can't believe we're going to be on this game show tonight.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We got to meet RuPaul. That was pretty surreal experience just because, growing up, RuPaul has always been a part of pop culture.
Yeah.
And so I think that was probably one of when it felt real for me, even when we went to the studio and seeing the lights beforehand, it was like, okay, this is
yeah.
But then when we were on stage and then there was RuPaul getting ready to, do the hosting thing, it's like, oh man, we're on a game show.
We're actually, and it was like, you'll see my face. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this is real. I'm clapping and stuff. It's kind of embarrassing when I think about it.
Oh man, be easy on your boy, because
be easy on both of us. Honestly.
It'll be entertaining.
It will be entertaining.
Yeah. And we will say the people we were with, it was pretty dope because, like you said, we was there in the all day. We spent all day
with these people. Yeah.
I will say those folks did have more time in Manchester than us.
Everybody got there the day before.
At least the day before.
We got there the day before we filmed. They got there a day and a half or 2 days before we filmed. In some
cases, but they're pretty dope people. Nice. We it's almost like we became a little bit of a family.
Yeah.
It was like because we you're hanging out with each other all day.
Yeah.
You're in the what you call it, green room, I
guess green room.
So you're in there for hours and everybody's new to this a little bit.
Everybody has to.
And then they come in and they say, they weren't telling us how the prize structure was going to be. And they finally come in and they say, well, everybody, it's winner take all. So that's the thing about Lingo. There's only one winner. There's 4 teams, 1 winner. Yeah. So were we that winner? You have to tune in to find out. But
it's definitely entertaining. I think it's when I'm watching it, and now it's funny because you watch a game show, for example, I love Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. So we're watching, I'm watching Wheel of Fortune. I'm like, why don't you get the word? Even I watched the first episode of Lingo. I'm like, this is the word. But when you're there and all those bright lights are on you,
it's different.
And you're sweating. You're
lights.
What's
they got
the
live studio audience.
The live studio audience is awesome. They're really, really cool too.
Yeah.
So we can't give out too much.
No.
Hopefully nobody from Lingo is watching the CBS is Marley Anthony talking too much. We'll wait.
Yeah.
We'll probably do a recap.
We'll do a recap. Yeah.
Probably when should we do that? Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
We'll go back live. Yeah.
And see what's up.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope.
I think we'll do it tomorrow.
It was fun. It was really fun. We're pretty excited. We got all of our family back at home watching it. They'll get to see it before us. I think. What time is it?
It's gonna be. It's 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock their time.
Yeah.
So in about an hour, our whole family's gonna be watching the show in Missouri, and we're not gonna be able to watch it. So I think we'll have to FaceTime. We're gonna FaceTime them or something. Yeah, because there's no way we can let them watch it all without us seeing it. It's crazy.
Man, what else was going on in our world, Mars? We got anything coming up that's pretty fun?
I don't think so. I think
Nam. Remember, we'll give a shout out to Nam. If you all follow us on TikTok, we went live on TikTok for MLK Day, and we went up to the Northwest African American Museum, better known as NAM. And it was pretty dope because they've been closed since the pandemic. So it was just a building. But since then, they've remodeled, added more exhibits. And so we got to go in there for the first time. That was a pretty cool experience. So if you're ever in the Central District, look up NAM. Go check them out. Support them, what they're doing. I believe they're a nonprofit. And it's some pretty dope history of African American history of the Pacific Northwest. I think everybody would enjoy it. Definitely. We didn't know a lot about that.
No, we learned a lot. We learned a lot while we were there.
Yeah,
And
definitely check it
then
out.
I was gonna give a shout out to Sing Seattle. I think
Oh,
one
yeah.
of their first networking events is coming
Yeah.
up. Sing Seattle on Thursday, so they have monthly third Thursday mixers. This one, I think it's the state. It's all at Sing or Still Liquor is their mixers, and they also have other events that are happening as well. I think a yoga event's happening in January that I think
Ooh.
I'm gonna go to, even though my shoulders will mess
Oh,
up. I'm
wow.
still gonna do the yoga, and then also a really cool disco event
Yeah.
in February. So if you're looking for some great place to meet different people in the Seattle area, and you're like, I'm not really sure like where to go, can't go by myself, you can absolutely go by yourself to these events. Like it's very, very friendly and fun as well.
And definitely it's been a dope way to kind of build a community.
Yes.
When we first moved up here, you know, you had the Seattle Freeze thing, and then also on top of that, we really didn't see a lot of us. But since they've been doing their events, it's been pretty cool. When you go there, you always see a bunch of people that you remember from the previous time, and it's like, you know, people pick up where they left off, and even some people build friendships away from that. You know? So
it's pretty
definitely
cool.
recommend their events. Look them up, Sing Seattle for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Man, what we
I
got?
think that's about it, don't you think?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should tell them though. That's it.
I think that's it. I think whenever we start popping on, like we'll just take questions. Like if anybody is rewatching this, you have questions, put them in the comments, and then whenever we go live again, we'll start answering like those questions too. Because I know people have questions about travel brand, and just different types of things too. So let us know.
So ask us anything.
Yes.
And be sure to check out Lingo tonight. Like Marley said, definitely let us know what you think. And we'll try to be back on tomorrow to have another conversation about just to get everybody's kind of like feedback and answer even more questions we may have missed.
It's gonna be fun. Well, if there's no more questions, then we'll pop off, you know.
All right. Until next time, beautiful people, stay up, stay true, and do you.
Bye.